Hi, welcome back to this Hurricane Outlook and discussion for 5th of November 2020. Today we're going to be discussing Tropical Depression Eta that has weakened significantly since making landfall a couple of days and now is located near the coast of Honduras and is expected to be moving through the central Caribbean over the next 5 days. If we take a look at the visible loop, we can see that there has been good convection firing on the north side of the system around here, and some deep convection over here. If we take a look at the model guidance, there are a few available options of tracks and timings. So if we take a look at the euro, over the next 48 hours, we can see that the system is becoming more organized and is starting to gain strength. If we go out another 24 hours, we can see that a storm is likely to be making its approach to Cuba. That's why the NHC has put up some tropical storm warnings for these islands down here. If we go out another 24 hours, we can see that the storm is just sitting between the Florida Keys and the Cuba Mass. This is one outcome from this. If I just highlight the Euro model, that's like track, and if I do the GFS's, it's like more east and then swings back and something like this. But the H1 and H1 are in the same agreement that it will maybe make a landfall in Florida, but this is just a few outcomes or possibilities. So if we carry on with the Euro, in the next day, in the next 120 hours, we have a system in the central Gulf at this point. I'm not going to go out anymore on this run because there's uncertainty where it will be at this time and how strong it possibly could be. If we take a look at the GFS, it has a different solution and it's more quicker. So if we take a look over the next couple of days, we can see that it starts to become better organized and tries to bundle its energy, and by the 48-hour mark it's more bundled and is gaining strength as it approaches Cuba. If we carry on with the model, it only becomes more organized and more strong, and if we carry on moving out, we can see that the GFS has made it so there's an upper level low, cut off low over here that is drifting southward and will be interacting with potentially tropical storms Eta or a new system. If we carry on going out with the model, we can see that this is what I mean from the contrast between the Euro and the GFS's. The Euro had it coming like this and then doing that. I'm just going to leave that line on there to show you the difference between the GFS and Euro. If I carry on going out with the GFS, we start to see the system become more compact and better organized at this point, and it's nearing just the tip of the Florida Keys and Miami around here. And if we carry on going, it starts to become more in line with the Euro at this point, but it's making that more, it's maybe just a bit more north at this point. I'm not going to go out any more further on this because I don't want to show you the possible outcomes yet because I'm not confident about the forecast at this point. We should know more as it's making its landfall across Cuba. If we take a look at the conditions that we'll be dealing with over the next couple of days, we can see over the next 18 hours we have some favourable conditions for the system, but after that time it starts to run in some higher wind shear, and if I carry on going out, you can only see that this becomes more of an issue for the system. And if I carry on until it makes its journey through the Caribbean and over Cuba, we can just see that maybe at this point there's some better conditions for the system to become more organized and strong. We can see from the 200 millibar wind that we have more of an anticyclonic flow at this point. If we keep on moving out, we can probably see that it only becomes better established with bit more of a sub-favorable environment. If we take a look at the moisture field, because there are going to be some indirect impacts for this system, we can see them on the moisture field that as it makes its approach to Cuba, we can already start to see this deep moisture starting to make its way to the Florida. As we keep on going out, we can only see that by this point we start to get this chunk of moisture deep moisture rotating inwards to the Florida. If we carry on going out, we can start to see maybe this wind shear having an effect on the system with some dry air entrainment from time to time, so this will be pausing its intensity and maybe disrupting the inner core of this system. If we carry out in time over the next couple of days, we can see that Florida is getting impacted by this moisture of things, so that it looks like more of a flooding issue for Florida. If we carry on going out more, we can see that system is trying to wrap its moisture around it, but because the shear is going to be an issue for the next couple of days after the next 24 to 36 hours, the shear and dry air will be pausing intensity and making it so it can't intensify into a hurricane. If we carry on just from now, we can also see that deep moisture coming up from the Caribbean and Atlantic impacting the Florida from around this point. So this is a bit of an issue for Florida, where you can see isolated 10 inches of rain or more. I'm not going to show any more because I don't want to show you the possible outcomes, but what I will say, if you live from anywhere from Florida to maybe the Florida Panhandle, you need to be watching out for some impacts from this system. I just wanted to say, I am in a Discord with some people who are very nice and they will answer your questions, so if you would like to join that, I will put the link in the description below. I will be making another video outlook tomorrow, so thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.